know if it's creative, but it's interesting, at least to me, and I'll tell you, it certainly was this morning with my household, my 4 kids, that, and excuse them and forgive me, seemed more intrigued by this slide that we were working on than anything else related to this pandemic, because of their love for animals. We have 2 gorillas at the San Diego Zoo that now have tested positive for COVID-19. 2 that have been tested positive. We have another that's symptomatic. We're currently confirming the source of the infection and the strain. There is some question, did it come human to animal? That's being determined, and one has to respect that process and the adjudication of the facts. But nonetheless, it's just an area that's long been of concern, human to animal transmission, but our beloved gorillas, obviously, we are concerned about, and San Diego Zoo, best of the best. They've tested now formally 2 positive, but 3 are symptomatic, and we are likely to see more information about this in real time in the next hours, not just days. But I thought I'd just bring it up because, as I say often to all of you, what tends to resonate in my house, I want to make public to you in real time, and that's the update in terms of the status of these gorillas in the San Diego Zoo. So
from the basement.
CNN anchor Chris Cuomo is out of quarantine, recovered from COVID-19, and reunited with his family.
This is the dream, just to be back up here doing normal things.
Cuomo's 17-year-old daughter Bella has been taking care of the family.
My dad has corona, but he's going to be okay. He's actually doing really well right now.
And showed off the hazmat suit she used when checking on her dad.
To see my former vice president become the 46th president, to see Kamala Harris as our first woman vice president. But more broadly, I think inaugurations signal a tradition of a peaceful transfer of power that is over 2 centuries old.
Well, I think the fact that the 3 of us are standing here talking about a peaceful transfer of power speaks to the institutional integrity of our country.
So this is an unusual thing. We are both trying to come back to normalcy, deal with totally abnormal challenges, and do what we do best, which is try to make a more perfect union. It's an exciting time.
We've got to not just listen to folks we agree with, but listen to folks we don't. And you know, one of my fondest memories of the inauguration was the grace and generosity that President Bush showed me and Laura Bush showed Michelle, and it was a reminder that we can have fierce disagreements and yet recognize each other's common humanity, and that as Americans, we have more in common than what separates us.
I think if Americans would love their neighbor like they would like to be loved themselves, a lot of the division in our society would end.
That's what this means. It's a new beginning. And everybody needs to get off their high horse and reach out to their friends and neighbors and try to make it possible.
If, in fact, as George said, we're looking for what binds us together, the American people are strong, they're tough, they can get through hardship, and there's no problem they can't solve when we're working together. I think that was the theme of Joe's inaugural speech, and I think all of us discovered that we're at our best when we're all moving in the same direction.
America's a generous country with people with great hearts. All 3 of us are lucky to be the president of this country. Mr. President, I'm pulling for your success. Your success is our country's success, and God bless you.
I'm glad you're there, and I wish you well. You have spoken for us today. Now you will lead for us, and we're ready to march with you. Good luck. God bless you.
Joe, I'm proud of you, and you and Kamala need to know that you've got all of us here rooting for your success, keeping you in our prayers, and we will be available in any ways that we can as citizens to help you guide our country forward. We wish you Godspeed.
Very brief announcement. I know you've been briefed by the healthcare team about what this is about, easy and just a quick way for us to describe this. It's been a busy week, and I've signed executive orders tackling COVID-19, the economic and climate crises, as well as advancing racial equity. But today I'm about to sign 2 executive orders that are basically the best way to describe them, to undo the damage Trump has done. There's nothing new that we're doing here other than restoring the Affordable Care Act and restoring the Medicaid to the way it was before Trump became president, which by fiat he changed, made more inaccessible, more expensive, and more difficult for people to qualify for either of those 2 items, the Affordable Care Act or Medicaid. And the second order I'm going to be signing also changes what the president's done, what former president has done, and it a memorandum reversed my predecessor's attack on women's health access, and as we continue to battle COVID-19, even more critical Americans have meaningful access to health care. And so that's what I'm about to do. And again, I'm not initiating any new law, any new aspect of the law. This is going back to what the situation was prior to the president's executive orders. And the first one I'm going to be signing here is the strengthened Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. And of all times that we need to reinstate access to, affordability of, and extent of access to Medicaid is now, in the middle of this COVID crisis. And the second order I'm signing relates to protecting women's health at home and abroad, and it reinstates the changes that were made in Title X and other things, making it harder for women to have access to affordable health care as it relates to reproductive rights. I'm sorry you had to stand in the cold. Thank you all very much. We got a lot to do, and the first thing I got to do is get this COVID package passed.
Do you think maybe you really pass the required?
What's your gift for Valentine's Day?
It's not Valentine's Day, I'm not telling you. Sunday. Valentine's Day is a big day. Jill's favorite day. For real.
What inspires you to do this?
I just wanted some, joy, and I think things have been, so with the pandemic, just everybody's feeling a little down, so it's just a little joy, a little hope, that's all.
First year of vice president. When the press walked out of the executive office building, I walked into my office, and every single pane, the vice president's office, you see those panes are the 3, 6, 9, 18 panes in each window. She had taken the school kind of paint the kids put on poster boards, and put a heart and said, Joe loves Jill. None of them said Joe loves Joe, they said Joe loves Jill. And every one. And I went on the next morning. Remember Juju Chang?
I do.
I did an interview with her. She said, I understand that you and your wife have a great love affair. And I said, I hope so. And I said, but everybody knows I love her more than she loves me. She said, look me straight in the eye, I said, that's what everybody says.
How do you extend that love story to the American people that are feeling so down right now, so discouraged?
Tell them there is hope. There's hope. We just have to stay strong. A lot of people have gone through unbearable suffering. They lost their families, lost their children, lost their husbands, wives, moms, dads, and it's almost unbearable. The only thing I can say to them is that we're still in your heart. Think about you in your heart. We really are. It's our experience. We're in your heart.
So we hope this lifted your spirits.
I hope hope you didn't come out of this every morning. It's so damn cold.
Next time, bring us coffee too.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't sure you'd all be here. But,
We'll be here.
love your dog. We live here. Yeah, thanks. Champ's an old one. Which one's the old one, President? Well, he's almost 14 years old. I had him here when he became the vice president. We were wanting him to here, but he was bounding to. Like this guy. This is Major. We got Major. He's a rescue dog. And we asked the vet, what can we do to keep Champ going? He said, get him a young dog. And so, Ray, Champ, they're buddies.
Yeah, they are buddies.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry.
You got a nice pair there, Joe.
Say again?
You got a nice pair of dogs there.
I do. They're good boys. They're good.
I'll bring the donuts next Friday if you come back.
Okay. I tell you what, I apologize. Here, I didn't have a taste. I didn't even have a taste. Here, come on. I promise you.
I'm going to get in trouble. I don't have my mask.
I give you my word. I didn't have any.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. See you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, Mr. President. Thank you.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's.
Good boy. We're going this way.